With Dominion Energy to talk about how the company prepares year-round for hurricanes and summer storms and what you can do now to be ready. Aisha, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us.
Of course. How are you, Marcella?
I'm doing well. I appreciate your time this morning. I think when most people think about hurricane preparation, they're thinking once the storm is on the radar, once it's approaching. But for Dominion and other utility companies, this is really a year-round effort. Talk about what that looks like.
Yeah, absolutely. Hurricane season, as you said, may have just begun, but our preparations, they never really stop. Throughout the year, we're trimming the trees near power lines, especially strengthening our infrastructure. We're burying outage-prone power lines and making, several other grid improvements that are designed to reduce outages and improve restoration times when storms impact our community. So yes, right now, it is warm and it's sunny, and the last thing we think about is hurricanes, but it happens, especially in the summertime.
Yeah, and talk about the grid improvements a little bit more. I know you all have invested heavily in undergrounding, grid hardening. What are some of the results that customers can see from those efforts, especially when a storm moves in?
Well, through our strategic underground program, we have approximately 2,900 miles of outage prone distribution lines that have been converted underground. So, customers served by those lines have seen restoration times improve from about 8 hours to roughly 2 minutes. That's a big difference, especially during major storms. So, we continue with that program. We also have our main feeder hardening program, which has completed more than 350 miles of work and has helped reduce outage duration by about 44% for customers served by those hardened feeders. So all of these upgrades that we continue to do with with the idea that, reliability and, to get people's power back, especially those heavy storms, in the summertime. We don't want people to be without air, without their air conditioner. So we want to make sure that we're working around the clock and have the latest and greatest technology to make sure the power is coming back in fewer time.
Yeah, and you went into obviously a lot of detail about the work that Dominion is doing. But what can customers do? What can we do at home before we get deeper into hurricane season to prepare?
It's never too early to prepare. The biggest thing is to prepare before a storm develops. Definitely start with downloading the Dominion Energy app. Make sure you're charging your phones, all of your electronic devices. Have your generators service and ready to operate safely. Keep your emergency supplies on hand, and always, stay away from down power lines. I don't think that's something that we say enough of, or drive that message home. There's no need for you to step out and be curious about why there's a down power line. Let our experts, our crews, take care of that. And of course, taking any other few simple steps now can really make a difference later.
All right, very important to prepare. Aisha Khan with Dominion Energy. Thanks so much for your time this morning. Good to see you.
Thanks, Marcella.
WUS